Hey everyone, welcome back to Teenager Therapy. I'm Gael.
I'm Thomas.
I'm Kayla.
And welcome back to another episode. Yes, Mark isn't here because he got COVID, just like we said in the last episode, which if you haven't listened to it, you definitely should.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless. Are you introverted, Kayla?
Oh, okay. Let's just say right too. Yes. Yes.
Why? Why?
And I think recently I have been thinking about that more.
Is that
Or
yay
not
or
like
nay?
not like super like in my head, but like it's been like feeling thought.
Well, what's your definition of introverted?
Introvert? I guess I just the way I see it and the way I embody my introvertedness. So it's like I don't really go like really out of my way to like make new friends. And by that I mean like I wouldn't like DM a mutual on Instagram and be like, let's grab lunch, you know?
Oh, okay.
You know, but like if it's somebody in my classroom and like I think like we're actually having a good conversation or whatever, then like I'll be like, oh yeah, like let's grab lunch after.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Sometimes when I do see like a mutual friend, I'll be like, I'll go the other way because like I don't want to see them. Or, like, and it's not even like I don't like them. Like I, you know, like
it's a lot of energy.
Yeah.
More than I'm willing to do.
Yeah. It's more just like I don't want to have to like do small talk, so like I'll go someplace else, you know. So I guess it's just like things like that. But I remember, I think it was like maybe a few days ago. I think it was Tuesday actually. But
also yesterday.
Oh yeah. Like I had realized something. So we were like on our way, Thomas and I, we were like on our way to pick up boxes from our friend, right? And I think like two of Thomas's like friends had said hi. And I don't think you guys are like super close. It was more just like mutual, like, hey. And I was thinking like, would I like that? Like, sorry, that sounds bad probably, but that's what I think.
Yeah.
It's like if I saw like a lot of people that I recognized on campus and I would always have to say hi to them, would I like that? Would I enjoy that? And I don't know if I would.
Would it be easier to just, if you're not willingly wanting to, not see them?
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess I was thinking about that, and it's just like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes people make that out to be like a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're like, why don't you want to make friends?
It's true.
Yeah, no.
To an extent, I yeah.
Like, no. Sometimes you tell me that, and I'm like, is something wrong with me? And like, it's like,
no.
Yeah, it's like, should I go out of my way to like try and change that and be more like an extrovert, or is it just like a core thing in me that's like, as much as I want to try to like be this extroverted person that's like, let's go grab lunch or like let's do this, it's like, if I do that, am I staying true to myself?
Right.
And it's trying to find that balance between like, I completely understand getting out of my comfort zone, like I can do that, but it's like, how far is it to the point where it's like, this isn't really me, you know?
I get it, yeah, because I remember specifically, there was one instance where we saw this girl that was going to be your roommate.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, something happened with, like, the housing, and you guys didn't end up being roommates. But the way you guys, like, did not even acknowledge each other was really weird to me, because you guys, like, talked for quite a bit.
I don't think she saw me.
Yeah, and I was like, Kayla, wait, why don't you go say hi? And you're like, why would I? And I'm like, I mean, like, aren't you guys, like, friends? And you're like, ooh.
The thing is, I eventually did say hi to her. And
okay, that's good.
Sometimes I do think, like, maybe I should reach out. Because she was actually, like, a person I was like, I feel like we would really get along. But, this reminds me of another time. One time I was, like, grabbing food, right? And I see one of our, like, mutual friends. And a part of me was like, oh, God, like, what do I do? I swear to you, I was like, should I pretend like I don't see her? Like, she doesn't see me. So I was like, what should I do? And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to say hi. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just going to say hi. And I did. And I was like proud of myself for it. I was like, oh my God.
How did it feel?
It wasn't that bad. would I have enjoyed like my experience without having to like do that? Maybe I would have enjoyed it more. But the thing is, it wasn't. Okay, and that's the thing. It makes me sound like a bad like.
No,
it doesn't. I just
really
think
doesn't.
it's silly. I just think it's a little funny.
That's so interesting. No, I
That's it.
totally get you. But did you feel?
I don't
good?
regret it.
Did you feel good? Like, were you enjoying it and be like, oh, this is kind of nice? Or were you like, it's whatever?
It's whatever.
Oh, okay.
I saw it as more of like, oh, this is whatever. I'm doing this as like a courtesy. Not like a courtesy.
No, yeah,
more of,
courtesy.
Like, would you say that?
It's a courtesy.
Yeah, I'm doing it more of just like to show them that like I'm not a standoff person. You know, it's like
closed off.
Yeah, closed off, or like I'm this way in this certain light, or like and I change when I'm like by myself or whatever. But I more just saw it as like whatever, like I'm just gonna do it and I'm gonna keep it small, you know? But sometimes it's just like I hate having to force it. It's like I hate having to force that small talk. Be like, how are you? Like, how are your classes?
That's the worst.
It's
it's so bad.
Yeah, it's just like I don't want to have to do that. It's like, oh, and another thing is having a lot of like extended friends, but not close friends. Like, I don't know if I would be able to do that. I think it takes like too much energy from me, and I just would rather put that into my close friends.
Yeah.
It's like I if I'm not really like talking to you on like, you know, like everyday base, not even every day, you know, I don't talk to people every day really, but like, you know, on a regular basis, it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like a bad person for it, if I'm being honest. It's like, why am I not enjoying trying to like make a new friend, you know? And I think a part of that goes with like, I am pretty selective with my friends. I feel like who wouldn't be really, you know? It's like you're gonna surround yourself with these people. So I guess that's another part.
No, you're just protecting your energy.
I guess
literally.
I'll try to view it that way, but sometimes I'm just like really hard on myself, I guess, for it. Where it's like, why aren't you enjoying?
You feel out of place?
I feel out of place.
Interesting. Yeah. No, I totally get you. I feel like I'm the exact same way.
Oh, thank God.
it's so bad for me too. Like I think that contributes to my like feelings of loneliness and such, is that I have a hard time connecting with people. Whether it's like friends that I have a hard time making a deeper connection, but I dread small talk the same way. I like when I see people I know in public, I turn the other way. Do not want to say hi. Even if even if they're like people that I hung out with yesterday and like hang out.
No,
like,
I completely understand you. I completely
still
understand
don't wanna do
you.
it.
No, I get you, because sometimes it's just like, I don't want to say hi right now.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
I like it and there's nothing wrong. It's just like there's no need for it.
And yeah, I think that's a big misconception too, that like because you don't say hi to them or because you don't do that small talk, it's like you don't like them, or you know, it's something like that. But it's really not that. It's
just too lazy.
It's just like a reflection of me and me being either too lazy, too shy, or just like not having the energy to like go up and be like, hey, how
Usually
are
I don't
you?
have the energy. I do not have it at all.
Yes, I agree. And sometimes I feel like on both ends too, sometimes it's just like it feels forced. You know? It's like
yeah, I leave it off and I'm like, okay. My smile fades, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, right. It's like, okay, I can go back.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm back with just me, you know? Yeah. So I've been thinking about that recently, and
it's so valid though, because like
Thank
even
you.
with you
Thank
guys,
you.
sometimes like if I see Kayla in public, Thomas, Mark, Isaac, like
no, that's things like I'll do a double take in my head, even though it's literally you. We're literally spending all this time together. If I see you the next time, I'm like, should I say hi? Or like, should I not say hi?
I'd be like, I wouldn't want to. I would do it just so you don't think I don't like you or something.
Oh, this is insane.
Yeah, because I really I'm like,
I just don't have the energy for it.
Like,
I really, really don't. And it's like, yeah.
It really is like it's too much energy. Like when I see people that like they see their friends, they're like, oh my god, wait, I have to go say hi, and they go out of their way, they like stand there like trying to navigate the way to say hi. I'm like,
and no, I look at them just like, how do you have the energy for that? I'm like, I'm
much.
selective with like where I spend my time and like, you know, put my energy into it. And it's like, sometimes I just don't want to do it with people that I'm not really close with, you know?
Yeah.
And nothing bad on their part. I like them as a person too. It's just like, I don't want to spend the extra time.
Yeah. I'm way too lazy.
Okay.
I'm way too lazy.
Well,
I'm so glad you can relate to this, Kyle, because
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like I'm the only fucking one. And it's like, oh God, I need to change. Like, I need to change. I need to fit in.
No, I
yeah,
do feel that
introverts are
pressure.
definitely the minority at U.S.A.
Yeah, that's another thing too. We are the minority. No, I'm just kidding.
The silent majority.
But
Literally.
because
That's
because
fair.
there are a lot of like extroverted people at USC, sometimes just like, oh, like, what's wrong with me? It's like, should I try to change myself and be a little, you know?
Yeah.
It's just
You know what's weird though? I feel like when I put on almost a persona, it's like I have the energy to do it, but when I'm truly being myself, I don't have that energy.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because like if I were to put on, how are you saying, a persona of like, okay, I'm gonna be extrovert today. I can do it. I can fully do it. I can like.
You're in the mind space. You're good.
Yes, if I have that mindset, you know, I'm like in the mood for it. Even, I'll do it. I'll be fine. But it's just like that can only last so long.
Yeah.
Like I can't do that for like a whole week. You know, that's.
Mm.
Oh no, I cannot
No.
do that for a whole week.
Shiver me timbers.
Yeah, it's just. It's hard.
Yeah, like me, I think I'm trying to figure out who I am because I'm confident. Like I feel like you're confident too. Like if we need to do something, we can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And if we need to talk to people, we can talk to them. Like I could go up to them, I can make conversation. But at my most authentic, relaxed self, I'm quiet, I'm calm, don't really want to like engage in a lot of small talk. Like let's just be, you know, together doing something calm.
I completely agree with that. Like, if we have to, if like, you know, the setting calls for it, we can be like extroverted. We can like put ourselves out there, you know, like talk well, whatever. But down to my core,
Yeah.
I don't want to have to be doing that.
Yeah, like 95% of the time.
Yes.
I'm just calm.
Yes. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy like making new friends.
Mm-hmm.
If it's people that I'm like genuinely like I get along with this person, like I really want to talk to them, I love it. I enjoy it. But if it's somebody that's like mediocre connection, it's like, well, I don't want to, you know, like talk to you like regularly.
Yeah.
Even though they're a good person, I like them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I don't see it going further than like a say hi every now and then, you know.
So there's no need to even engage further.
Yeah, because it's like, what is saying that hi doing for me?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know?
Wasting your energy.
That's like, I don't know if that sounds bad, and it's like,
I don't think so. I feel like a lot of people feel the same way, but because we've become so accustomed to saying hi to not like look mean, like we do it, even though everyone's like, honestly, like we're okay, we're good. Like you don't need to prove that. Like we know each other, we're good. We don't need to say hi every single time.
Yeah.
I wish that's how it would work.
No, I completely get you. I have been thinking about it more than like I usually do, and I think a large part is because being at USC, it seems like everybody's just like so extroverted. Everybody's just like grabbing lunch with each other, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we're doing that, okay. And it's just like makes me reflect on myself, and it's like I don't want to have to do that, you know. It's
you know, what's the thing that's weird for me is that I'm like, my perspective is that I've always loved meeting people, making friends, and something that like a quote that inspired me was by Lady Gaga. Surprisingly.
That is so deep.
No, it wasn't the fucking movie, the House of Gucci movie. And one of the scenes, she says, I want to explore the rest of this friendship, or I just want to explore the rest of this connection. I want to see where it goes. I want to see it till the end. And I thought that was so interesting. Because, like, I just found this so fascinating, like, truly being able to, every person you meet, you explore it to its fullest, and you never know where it might take you. Will it take me to a relationship, to an incredible friendship, to meeting someone else, to this place? You know, you never know, and I find that so exciting. And so because of that, I do like meeting new people, and even me myself, like I reach out to people all the time and like be like, let's do something. Mostly because I really got inspired by that quote, but like, you know, there's this person that maybe we see each other, but we've never explored our friendship or our connection. So let me take like one chance to go explore it and see where it goes. And then after that, it's either like, okay, I'm like, it's fine. There's nothing else I want to explore. Like, yeah, I want to see like where else this could go. So I feel like that's been something that's been helping me be less introverted. But I don't know. I think in general, it's hard for me to truly like talk to people.
Yeah. And okay, also it's like I'm not this way like 100% of the time. Obviously, it's like I talk to my friends. I can be extroverted,
Literally, I
It's
feel like in the right settings you are. Like if you're at a party, you'll be extroverted.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like in settings, like I'm extroverted. People have told me like, oh, like I thought you were an extrovert. Like,
Yeah.
Really? But that's not the majority of the time. Is what I'm saying. It's like
yeah.
I'm not like by myself like all week. It's not like that.
Yeah.
Because how you're saying like sometimes I do go out of my way to like like tell somebody let's grab lunch. I don't do this though like over like Instagram. I do like classmates. Like I remember, first semester we had our calc class and like we met like our really good friend through there, and that was just because like we would like go eat lunch with her afterwards. And it's like, well, that's all you need to do. Like you just need to like ask like, oh, do you want to like grab lunch or do this? But yeah, I'm not like this all the time.
Literally, yeah.
It's just the majority of the time. Or yeah.
A majority. I think so too.
Not to like be a fucking hermit. But, like,
literally, I feel like such a hermit.
I know I'm like describing myself as like
post off doesn't say hi. No speaking.
I know, guys.
I think they get it.
Yeah.
I think they get it.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
If you say hi, I will always say hi back.
I feel like for me, it's like the exact opposite. Like,
and that's what's crazy.
Like I'm a really big extrovert. I love meeting people. I love talking to people, even if I don't know the person that well. It's like I love having a conversation with others and getting to know someone, and like you said, like seeing where it goes. Because I feel like I give everyone a chance, even if I have like my doubts about a certain like. I don't think we get along, but I mean, I'll still talk to you and like I'll still hang out with you. I'll see where this goes, but I don't know. I've never found it like draining at all. I love it when people say hi to me on campus. I look forward to it. I like it when they make plans with me and we like actually go through with them. And I love like big circles. I love being around people. I think I'm a people's person, and that's why I enjoy like human interactions and stuff. It's just that it gives me energy. So that's why I'm like, well, like it's draining for you guys, but it gives me more energy. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, like let's do it.
That's wild.
I know.
That is wild to me. Yeah, I don't get it. I do love, this is the thing. I know it makes me feel like a fucking loser, but I love being around people, but not interacting with them. Like that's why sometimes I will maybe read a book while I'm like at a dance or something, because it's like,
oh, I completely forgot about that. That was the most like introverted moment.
It was. That really was a description of what my character is like.
I literally forgot about that.
Well, you should have reminded us.
Context. What dance was this? It was like sophomore, freshman year,
junior years.
No, it was not junior. It was
beginning
early.
Of junior.
Anyways, guy was reading a fucking book at a dance,
and then it was like in the middle of the dance too. Like everybody's like out there,
like there's just this huge crowd of people, and if you look to your right, Gael,
it's almost at this table on my own.
And a teacher went up to you, right? And was like,
she was like, "Why aren't you dancing?" I'm like, "Girl, please,
girl, leave me alone."
No, for real. That's a great example, though, of like
interesting.
What I love. I really just like being around people, like just sitting there, like enjoying the ambiance, seeing everyone have fun. But I can be in the corner just quiet, like I'm okay. I just like seeing people, being around people, even if I'm doing my own thing. That brings me a lot of joy. To me. And also I feel sometimes I feel like there's something wrong with me because I find it so hard. I have yet to truly find someone that like gets me. in a friendship that's like, yeah, like we totally get each other, we like match along well. For some reason, I always feel like there's a mismatch. There's like a balance mismatch. Not to sound like a fucking prick or anything, but I think it does have to do a lot with like
Your maturity.
no, well, no, almost like our level of accomplishment, because I think sometimes that kind of plays out in a friendship, and sometimes there's like I feel like there's insecurity of like I don't want to I in a lot of friendships I feel like a fucking parent or something. I feel like the one that they rely on, but I can't rely on them, whether it's because of their bad habits or
I get that.
because of their bad habits. I'm like, can I rely on you? Like, can I rely on you to like motivate me, to push me, to like inspire me to be better? And in a lot of my friendships, it usually ends up as like, I don't feel inspired. I feel like I have to like help you and like take care of you. And like that's why I'm like scared of saying this because it makes me sound like, oh, you're just fucking conceited, like you're literally not shit. But that's not the case. Like that really isn't the case. It's just it's a genuine thing. It's a genuine thing. I constantly feel in a lot of my friendships that like I'm the caretaker.
I feel like you're just looking at it wrong then. Like
I was about
your friends don't have to inspire you. Your friends are there because you enjoy spending time around them, and I mean they're friends with you probably because they enjoy spending time around you. And like they're not looking for you to take care of them, and they're not looking to take care of you. It's more like
just enjoy each other's
yeah. I think, and also this goes back to your savior complex, where like you feel the need to like help people when they don't exactly need help.
I was about to say that like I think you might assign yourself that role, even though that role doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're sort of just like putting that on yourself.
But the thing is, I do think friends should inspire you to be a better person.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, but it doesn't have to be with every friendship.
Yeah, and obviously that's why I have friends that don't have that and I'm still friends with them. But like, I think what I want the most is that one connection, just like one person. I think I've always really been a very singular type of person where like just one person is okay for me in terms of closeness. Like I don't think I could handle multiple close friends at all. And I've always like been like I wish there was someone that like I felt was like, you know, we're like on an equal ground. Like we both inspired each other. We could both help each other. We both are reliable people. And I don't think that's even like a rare thing. I think your friend circle should be people that help motivate you when you're down, that help inspire you to be a better person and like constantly like lift each other up.
Wait. Okay, I'm kind of confused. Like, what exactly do you expect them to do that's like not, I don't know, because that sounds like something that normal friends do. Right? Do you not feel that?
I guess I think I really value when people say something and they do it. And a lot of the people I've met have kind of, I guess, let me down in that way. I feel like I can't like fully trust their words. And if I can't fully trust their words, I think I automatically see them as like, I can't rely on you. And so that's weird. Like I love and I really respect when people are like, you know what, like here's the change I'm gonna make, like here's, you know, what I'm like doing, or here's what I want to do, here's how I'm gonna do it, or just stuff like that like really shows they're taking their word seriously, and that like it really drives trust in me. And that's how I develop trust with someone. And so when that doesn't happen, it like instantly it's like, okay, yeah, I can't trust that. I don't know.
Okay. Are you looking for a friend or like a relationship?
No, it's a friend. But I think also for a long time, like when I was younger, I couldn't really tell the difference between like romantic feelings and like and just like friendship feelings. Because I think there's love in friendships, and I think I when I was younger, I would confuse love as like, oh, this must be romantic love, when it could be platonic love. And so I think I'm like still trying to remind myself that there's a difference, and it like feels the same basically, but it's about your intent with it, I guess. So that's also that I struggle with, and I think that's why I feel like just so like, I don't know.
Interesting.
Very, very left out, very like out of place.
Cause I have a super loose definition of like friends, and I feel like unlike Kayla, I am not selective about my friends at all. You could be like a horrible person, I wouldn't know about it, and like I would still be like, oh hey, like, you know, like there was this one instance where everybody got bad vibes from this girl, and I kind of did too, but it's like
Oh.
I didn't look into it as much as like everyone else did, and I wasn't cautious at all. Until everyone told me after, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe I should be more careful then. But I don't know. I feel like I don't really expect much from friends besides like, as long as I enjoy spending time around you, like that's fine. I don't need you to baby me or cause I like that's my problem. Like I'm gonna if I you know what I mean? Like if I need to take care of something, like why should that be your problem to like encourage me or whatever? It's like I should do that myself.
I guess I see friends as your support circle, and I am very like selective with my friends, and
but your friends don't support you in the way you want it to.
I don't think they have the capability to support me, and I think that does have to do with my like the problem I have with like a savior complex. That is like something I'm like slowly trying to dissolve.
Can save yourself.
Yeah, literally. I feel like I'm the only person good enough. Like no one else can do anything if I know it like all the best. And like that's such a lonely mindset.
Yeah,
like,
because I'm gonna say like, then you'll never really find someone else like no one is perfect in that way. It's like
I think this is one of the weird things to admit because it like makes me sound like such a prick. But it's like it's not intentional. But I like in a lot of friendships I'm like, oh I can't rely on you. I'm like so much more mature. Like I can only trust myself. I can't trust you. It's like I know that's not the case, but I can't help myself thinking that.
This is scary.
Oh my god, no.
I mean, I know what you're saying. It's just that I don't know. I mean,
I don't think you would. Yeah, I think it's hard to understand if you don't think.
I don't think I could ever understand it.
Like to you, it probably just sounds like no. You're just like
I can see
it's
where
an
you're
ego
coming
thing.
from.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, it's a very real issue for me. So I guess that like something that makes me like so.
There's such a big theme around you and like your relationship to people, like your.
It is. It's like the biggest struggle. And
yeah.
I think it comes from that. From like.
Yeah.
It's okay. I've been feeling emotional recently too. As you can see.
Oh yeah, I didn't expect this.
I know we weren't supposed to do a deep episode, but I think the root of my problems comes from my struggle with making connections with people. It's just so difficult for me. I feel so constantly isolated from people. I feel like I can't rely on anyone, and I think that's like so hard to overcome. Because I think more than anything, all that I want is a support circle. And I think in every part of my life, I just feel so alone, and that it's just me doing everything, and that I have to help everyone. And I wish people would help me. So yeah, that's the theme in a lot of my problems. Is I feel like I can't connect with people. I feel alone. I feel like I'm just in this separate world, and I don't know. It's really hard. But I think it's so funny. I think something that I'm looking forward to is being a dad, because then I can fully throw myself at someone, and I know that like it's fully my responsibility. And so something I look forward to is like having a kid someday, because now it's like there's like this one person that will forever be your responsibility, and that rightfully so should be, and it's someone you have to take care of. And so maybe when I get to that point, I'll be like, wow, maybe this isn't so bad because now I could be truly, truly selfless and just dedicate my life to them.
Do you think it's so like with like your current friends and stuff, like the people you surround yourself with, is it like is it that you expect too much for them, or is it like they genuinely like are not reliable like friends?
I think, they're reliable in the ways that they can be. Um, but not, I think our values just, there's also a mismatch of values. And because there's a mismatch of values, it's like, there's not necessarily a way that they could help, I guess. I don't know. I truly don't. I think it has to do with, yeah, like maybe that's superiority, that like I see myself above them. And so I have to unlearn and to see them as an equal, I guess, in order to truly accept like someone's help. And since I haven't done that, I can't do that. But also, I think it's valid because we are also just in different places. And I think because I'm so young, and this is more like, this is a different issue now. It's kind of more into like, like capitalism sucks. It's like because I'm like young and I've like entered I guess I've like professionalized myself and like entered the workforce. And I engage with people that are older than me, and I've like have had these experiences that a lot of people my age still haven't experienced. I feel like I've like grown at a much faster pace, and it feels like because of that I can't relate to a lot of the things that people my age relate to. And I know it sounds like fucking Jaden Smith talking about like I'm not hanging out with adults because they, all that.
Can we talk about political issues?
Can we talk about the political
The
and economic, the environment? Like, bro. But I don't want to be like that because even I acknowledge that's such like a shitty mentality that like why, it's kind of shitty to see it as like you should be professionally the same way as me. But that does contribute a little bit to the mismatch in values, priorities, experience, and like relatability. Like if the people that I constantly feel like the people that I have conversations with just can't relate and have nothing to say because they just we've experienced different things. And
so do you think you get along with like older people who are a lot more established in like their life and stuff?
I don't even know. Maybe just people that have like are in the same stage of life as me. So who knows? I honestly don't know. I think there's a stigma with how you select friends, and people like to be like, just be friends with whoever. Why they need to judge them? Because there is a lot of like people choose their friends based on aesthetics. They choose them based on attractiveness, based on professional success. And there's definitely people that feel like it shouldn't be like that. It should just be like if you click, you click. But I think the reasons you click could be because of similar professional success or because of similar aesthetics or similar interests. And so to me, sometimes feels silly that people get so like enraged by it. And I think like it's also like fair that like even though we might be the same age, our experiences and such could be totally different and that like it'd be unrelatable. So although some people might be like, it kind of just seems like you're have this big ego, you're conceited by saying like, oh, I'm too mature for you. In some cases, it's not necessarily too mature, but just a different sense of it. And I think that's valid, and that's something I experience. And so, yeah, it's just a difficult thing. It's a difficult thing to manage.
Interesting.
But yeah, I love meeting people. I love meeting people, and I hope to one day find like a friend that I can relate to, I can rely on, and I can truthfully feel like supported by. But maybe that won't happen until I go to therapy. So who knows? Really, honestly, who knows?
Yeah. I mean, it's like I wish I could understand it better, but I think it's such a niche like experience. Like it's your experience, and I don't think I have ever felt that way. It's harder for me to understand.
Yeah,
But you know, I obviously like have sympathy for you, and
that makes sense.
yeah,
That makes sense.
I'm just like trying to figure out like, so is it like the people around you or is it you? And I think it could just be both. You know.
Yeah, honestly, I'm like, damn, maybe it is just me. Maybe
Yeah.
it's just
I
you.
think
can't tell.
I think you might just expect too much from people, but you're also not surrounding yourself with like the right people too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I just need to be friends with billionaires. They're on my level. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. That was sarcasm.
No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Friends
think
with
you-
a trust fund.
I think
Yeah.
you and Jaden Smith will get along.
And
really well.
honestly, I'm like,
Yeah.
Jaden, I'm right
I mean,
here.
he has that entrepreneur spirit.
I know.
Like,
Literally, no,
He's on
yeah.
that grind
Like,
set.
Jaden, I am right fucking here. Let's talk about the political state of the world right now. Like, let's talk about this shit. But I think that does tie into it. Like, Kayla, do you like small talk? Like, because I know people are like, it's so fucking corny to be like, well, I like deeper conversations. Like, what is deep? Like, shut the fuck up.
Let's
like,
talk about the universe and the moon.
No.
No, I do not particularly.
What kind of talk do you like
enjoy
then?
Small talk.
Deep talk?
Or I don't
Big
know.
talk.
I mean, I classify small talk as just like, how are you doing in your classes? Like, how are you? Like, oh, the school year's ending. Like,
Mhm.
how do you feel? It's like,
but isn't that like kind of necessary to like build the friendship?
I think so. No, I'm talking about this more of just like, I see you in passing.
Okay.
Like, because obviously I'm gonna like ask my close friends that, and like the thing is we can actually go more in depth on the like conversation, and like actually talk about it like back and forth.
But like, right time, right setting. Like, is that what? Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, that plays like a
Okay.
huge part. Yeah, I guess I don't particularly enjoy small talk. It's more just like I'm doing this to show you that I'm not a mean person.
You're like talking about the universe, the aliens.
Aliens, just like
She
deep
just
stuff
whips
like
out
that.
the "we're not really strangers." like, let's get deep.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just like, pick a card.
Pick a card. Oh, you want to talk to me?
Yeah.
Answer this card. That's so
Yeah.
funny.
Introverts need a card game for that.
That's so
Trademark.
true. Alright, guys, we're gonna be releasing our own teenager therapy card game specifically made for people that want to talk about the political and economical
Mhm.
state of the world right now
Yeah.
in partnership with Jaden Smith.
Of course.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I want to know like how he is.
Just
what is he
like a
talking
normal
about?
conversation.
Yeah, it's just like normal.
He just goes right into it.
Yeah.
You know?
What you think about the G2 summit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
You think he's so grown?
He is grown.
for real. No, maybe he's just misunderstood. Honestly, Jada, like
So
we're misunderstood. Regardless, thank you guys for listening. I want to know if you guys relate, so I'll be putting like a little
Yeah.
comment
Please
section.
let us know.
Yeah,
Because sometimes it does feel like we're the only ones, you know, especially when you're with people that are mostly extroverts. It's just, it makes you question yourself.
yeah, yeah. I do honestly full-heartedly believe that there's like society.
Let's just go into it
Society.
deep.
No, I do think, out of the 8 billion humans on this earth, it's like a bell curve. Statistically, there is a bell curve of average, above average, and under average. And most people are average, and some people are a little below, some people are a little above. And I think, like, it must suck to be on the like, a slightly up, even slightly up, because then, like, I do think you genuinely see the world differently. But, like, to us, like, if we're average, we will never understand that. And I think that's something to keep in mind, that we cannot understand any other perspective that we haven't truly experienced ourselves. Like, it is so difficult, especially if they're really far off the curve. So with that being said, I think, like, honestly, like, even though Jaden Smith sounded funny and, like, could have said
It
that a
probably
lot
just
better.
came out wrong.
I do believe that, like, yeah, I could imagine his struggle, that, like, some people truly just, their brains think differently, and most people do not understand them. Like, that's why a lot of really smart people, like, are like, yeah, like, I never had any friends or whatever. Like, I think, like, a lot of the geniuses of the world, like, their IQ and, like, their intelligence is just so high, we can't understand them. Like, I we truly can't. So, be open to that, those perspectives. Be open to just being more considerate for others. As dumb as it might sound, some people truly talk about society and the
Cliche.
deep of the universe. It's so cliche, but look, there's some truth to it.
And I also think a lot of people are introverted, but because of like, I guess like social media and like society's expectations, people force themselves to be extroverted.
Yeah.
Just gotta put on the persona.
Yeah.
I mean, I admire people.
Maybe someone truly is
Makes
introverted. Maybe I'm not introverted, but like,
Let's stop there.
yeah, but like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think everyone is just expected to be extroverted, and
I agree. Although I do admire people that can make friends with everyone. It seems like they all love them. It's like, damn, how do you have the energy for that?
But it's just not you.
It isn't. I wish it was. Like, I want to be friends with everyone, but I
Yeah.
don't want to at the same time.
Exactly.
I want to for the societal clout, but not because I want to.
That okay. But that's just yeah. No, because I've noticed that a lot is that like being extrovert does come with like that societal clout. It sounds so funny to say, but it does. I see it, and so that's why. Again, it makes me think like
it's how you build social capital.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks for introverts because the world revolves around extroverts.
Yeah.
Like, if you're extroverted, people love you, people like you, people come to you. And I think that's why, like, I put on this persona of, like, I'm confident, I'm going to reach out to people, and I do it. So even if you're introverted, maybe I can give you some hope that it is possible to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've made a lot of connections. I've met friends with people that, if I put on this persona, I could go out there and do it. So I'm sure you can too. Even if you keep your close circle close.
And being introverted isn't a bad thing. You don't
really
have
isn't.
to like
It isn't.
change yourself.
You are not a loser.
You're not a
We are not losers.
Guys, I promise you're not.
Anyways, thank you so much for listening. I'll put a little comment section, so tell us what you think. And yeah, I guess that's it for this episode. Follow us on socials at Teenage Therapy everywhere. Spotify Live every Sunday at 6 p.m. PST. It's very nice. Join us. You can join through the Spotify app or Spotify Live app. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.